Building Bridges team is meeting members of the public as part of its mandate to hear the views of Kenyans. The team has said it will finalize its work within 2 months. Let's now bring in Laura Otieno, who is live there. Laura, have you had a chance to listen to some of the views of the residents of Kisumu? What are they saying? What do they want?
Well, Wahiga, the meeting is just starting because Kisumu Governor Nyang' Nyong'o, as well as members of that task force, have just walked in. So what is going on right now are plenary sessions where people are basically introducing themselves inside that hall. Well, Kisumu County is rather unique in this entire process of the task force moving around collecting views from the public, because about 2 months ago there was a team of lawmakers who were collecting views of residents, or rather they were collecting statements of those who purport to be victims of the 2017 post-election skirmishes. So, of course, one of the major issues that has been raised in the Building Bridges initiative meetings across the country was that members of the public were calling for the implementation of the TJRC recommendations. So perhaps Kisumu will also be weighing in its opinion on what they think will be the way forward, because one of the complaints that the victims were raising at that meeting 2 months ago was that there have not been served justice, because some of them were still living with wounds, some of them had lost their loved ones. So, of course, that is one of the major issues that is expected to take center stage at the meeting today. But then, just to hear it from the horse's mouth, here is Michael Nyaguti, who's an activist here in Kisumu, to basically tell us what exactly are you expecting to yield from this meeting here in Kisumu?
My expectation from this meeting is that the people will be allowed to share actively what they feel about the country, the way the country is going, because we used to have a country, and this country is actually in a state whereby if things are not rectified, then we are going south. What am I trying to say? We had a country whereby Luos would easily walk in Kikuyu land and Kikuyus would easily walk in Luo land. So we are talking about stolen elections simply because our people feel disenfranchised. So we are looking forward to a discussion that will enable the country to go forward. If politicians are willing to help this country to move, then resources must be shared equitably. Yeah.
So socio-economic development has also been viewed as a major concern. Are there any specific concerns that you, as an activist in Kisumu, hope to be addressed in matters of social and economic, the social and economic platforms?
As an environmental activist in Kisumu, I would want this country to address the issue of dwindling of fish stock in Lake Victoria. I would also want this country to address the issue of natural resources that is a source of conflict in many places, not only in Kisumu County, but this will also help strengthen the resilience of our people all over the country, so much so that when people are moving around, they will be able to eat. Everybody will be able to have a share of the national cake. One thing that actually causes conflict is the fact that people have been viewing the national government as a government for a few. Only a few individuals have been benefiting out of this national government. That is why we are fighting for resources to be brought down. In fact, devolution, in my own opinion, and on behalf of the fisher folk around Lake Victoria, should move down. I would want to suggest in the meeting that instead of having county structures as they are today, let every sub-county be strengthened in terms of money. Let money be moved there, so that even if we were to have counties, probably the number of counties should be increased so that every sub-county becomes a county. And then instead of having MPs as we have them today, let the counties as they are now structured be represented by MPs. We reduce the load and money goes to the people. I also want to suggest that administratively, we don't need MPs at sub-county level or at constituency level. Let the DCCs have their mandate and money for administrative purposes, such that money for development is resting in the county structures, in my own opinion, which should now be at the sub-county, so that everybody will feel the pinch, or everybody will feel that the cake is moving down to the people. And that is the reason why we were thinking in terms of devolution. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Well, Wahiga, he has raised a very critical concern, because here in Kisumu, there have been cross-border clashes, especially in Muhoroni and Chemelil, and the main issue has been issues of land, and also matters of sharing natural resources, because there are traces of limestones found in those border towns. So, of course, from what Michael is raising, basically, hopefully, the residents of Kisumu will be raising those concerns as well on how to foster peace across the border towns, in as much as they are looking at other matters, including electoral justice, national integration, and what have you. So, of course, that is what we are looking to listen in the ongoing meeting, and, of course, bring you details as they unfold, Wahiga.